What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorldPodcast. Today we're going to be talking about Week 4, 2021 Sunday games in the NFL. We're going to start off with the Titans and the Jets. I'm going to be totally honest with you guys. I think the Jets tried every possible way to give this game away, and somehow, I don't know what the NFL gods were doing. Maybe they were drunk. They were like, yo, you know what? Let's just destroy the Titans' hopes and dreams. Let them lose to the Jets. This was very, very wild because also the Giants won. Now, when you look at the way that everything worked out with the Giants and the Jets, they did like this whole scenario about OT games when both of them have OT games on the same Sunday or whatever, and it actually happens a lot. So it was very, very, crazy to see all that stuff happen. But, honestly, I think Zach Wilson, once he gets all those interceptions out of his, out of his system, he's going to be really, really good. That little guy has a major zip on the ball. And when I say little guy, he's about 6'2", but he's like undersized compared to the other quarterbacks that play in the game. When you look at the height differential, with the exception of like Kyler Murray and a couple other guys, but he looks like a small package, but he packs a major punch, bro. And he showed it. And some of those picks that were thrown by him, it wasn't his fault. Like, he's throwing the ball so hard. Sometimes it just, tips off, or somebody, his receivers are not really being able to, really grasp it down, and it flies all over the place. But I'm really enjoying watching him play. I don't really care for the Jets, but I'm enjoying Zach Wilson. The Titans were just a disappointment throughout the entire day, with the exception of Derrick Henry. Chiefs and the Eagles, I fully expected this. I just didn't expect the Eagles to score this many points. No way possible the Chiefs are going to go 1-3. Tyreek Hill had 3 touchdown passes in the game. He was unbelievable. Mahomes had some issues going on throughout the game that he fixed. A lot of people are going to go ahead and they're going to keep getting down on the Eagles, and they suck and all that stuff. I don't think that they suck. They don't have a lot of offensive weapons. So when you look at it in that regard, guys have to start to understand, bro, you need players around you. I don't know why people think that you could just go out there with an 11-on-11 game and you have one guy. Like, even with basketball, you need at least 2 good guys out of the starting 5. But people really believe that Jalen Hurts is just gonna will. They're gonna will this. No, that's not the way this works. The team, he doesn't really have anyone that's consistently decent for him. So that's a major issue. The Panthers and the Cowboys. At the beginning, I thought the Panthers were for real. And a lot of these points that you see from the 28, remember the Panthers came in 3-0, but obviously without CMC, they're not the same team. The Cowboys, listen, Trevon Diggs is just a monster. I gotta actually figure out what's going on. Are people just throwing him the ball? Because he has 5 picks in 4 games. Dude, what is going on with these quarterbacks? Are they blind, or they just really view him as a guy that they should throw the ball to? Because it's really getting ridiculous at this point. But he's playing out of his mind. The Panthers, I fully expected them to lose this game. No CMC, like I said. I don't think anybody expected them to win. But the Cowboys really played a lot better than I thought they would. The Giants and the Saints. Now, this game-winning rush TD in OT by Saquon, it wasn't even all about that game, about that play. It was about the way the Giants willed themselves to win this game. Now, beating the Saints at home used to be a major no-no. Back when Drew Brees was at the helm and you knew it was going to go on. But as Drew Brees got older and his noodle arm started to wiggle a little bit more, it didn't feel the same way, but you still were scared to play the Saints at home. With, the new regime right now, Taysom Hill, and then you got Jameis Winston, it's not the same feel. Nobody cares about those 2 quarterbacks. Now, it sounds kind of mean, yo, bro, what do you mean? They don't care because they know, Taysom Hill is a fullback or a tight end or something like that. He's not a real quarterback. Jameis Winston's going to throw you a pick when you least expect it. He can be like, yo, oh, you right there? Oh, you open? Oh, you're not on my team? Bam. That's what's going to happen. So they don't really have an identity right now. So I'm very, very impressed with what, Sean Payton has been able to do, because I don't really see an identity at quarterback for that team, and that's going to be a major issue going forward. And I said that from the beginning. I was very impressed the way they opened up the season, but I don't really see a true identity, but again, you can't just replace a Hall of Famer, so I understand it. But they're going to be all over the place for a little bit. The Browns and the Vikings. This was a hard-fought win for the Browns. The Vikings are really, really tough. They just can't close out games. And I don't know who to root for when I see them playing, because it's Kirk Cousins throws a sweet deep ball, bruh. He has so much skill. Even when he was with the Washington football team, he has so much skill, but he'll still do something where you'll be like, yo, what are you doing? But he was throwing lasers. The Vikings realistically should have won this game. And that's what's so scary about the NFL. And, you bet and you think that you're going to win, and you're like, yo, it's no way that the Vikings even do anything with the Browns, and it's 14-7, but throughout the entirety of the game, you feel like the Vikings are going to win. It was a very, very good, hard-fought defensive type game. But you guys, people need to respect Kirk Cousins a little bit more. I make fun of him a lot because he'll do wild things, but he'll throw that ball. That deep ball is deadly accurate. I don't care who, bruh, I don't care who's on you. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't really matter. Yo, he'll just throw it, and it's just like, yo, hold this real quick. You know, Denzel Ward got taken care of by Justin Jefferson. It was really wild. It was several other plays where it was just like, oh my goodness, these throws are just so deadly accurate. But then it always just ends badly. And I don't know what it is. Lions and the Bears. We already know what the Lions are. They're 0-4. They're probably going to go 0-16 again, more than likely. But the Bears came out, and they did exactly what they needed to do. Rookie quarterback, all that good stuff. I have to say this, though. I do believe, honestly, that the Bears are probably not going to make as much noise as people think that they're going to make in the long run. But I do like what they're trying to build right now. Justin Fields and these guys that came out, you know, did what they had to do. But watching the game overall, the Lions are still pretty tough. They're tough, but they just don't, they have that aura around them when they're just ready to lose, and that's the problem. And I don't know, maybe it'll be changed with a new coach. I don't know, but you just know they're going to lose the game. You could just, the way they started off, whatever, you're just like, all right, these dudes suck. But the Bears came out, they handled it. You got to still beat the person in front of you, so it is what it is. Texans and the Bills. Why are the Texans still playing NFL football? See, this is the thing that's going on. I told you guys this week one, you have to get rid of Deshaun Watson. You have to trade him. You have to get him off the team. This is the Texans. They want to play hard. The Bills just went wild in the second half. That's why the score is 40-0. But the Texans are not really giving up. That's what's so weird about that. Like, they lost 40-0, but I didn't see give up in the players. Like, they want to play well, but it's just something going on in that locker room. Even though Deshaun Watson is away from it, they gotta just, they gotta cut him loose, bro. Trust me when I tell you guys, when you have somebody around you that has some kind of it's like a distinctive effect of like, bro, this guy was once something, and now we're not going to be able to use him, and he's still around here on our roster. That front office has to make a decision, and they have to get rid of him, and they just have to move on with whatever it is. It's over, bro. He's not going to be a quarterback for that team anymore. They need to start moving on, because I think it's starting to affect the players and the actual fans, with the Texans. The Colts and the Dolphins. Now, this was supposed to be a maximum blowout. Later in the game, things happened, and, Dolphins got some points, but, Tua's going to have to get back out there as soon as possible, because these dudes are straight garbage out there. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not really enjoying watching the Dolphins play. I'm not enjoying watching the Colts either, but, Carson Wentz, good stuff, bro. I got to see what you're able to do. You're 1-3. Nobody expects anything from the Colts, so it's like, all right, just go out there and, fight, whatever. But the Dolphins right now are a really bad football team. And that's why I always go back to the point that if you don't have a quarterback, you're not, like, dude, I don't understand. Like, you guys look back at a lot of the championships, like, the 2000 Ravens with Trent Dilfer. And they're like, Trent Dilfer wasn't that good. But he was able to manage a game with a great defense. You don't have to be like a superstar, but you got to build it, really, really tough, at least on one side of the ball. The Dolphins are struggling on both sides, so you can't do anything. You could say Jacoby Brissett is garbage, which he probably is, but it doesn't really matter. They don't have a solid quarterback right now, and somebody has to figure that out. The Washington football team is like, dude, they're really out here, and they are making my blood boil, because they're supposed to have this crazy defense, and they're supposed to be this, and they're supposed to be that, and they're struggling to beat trash teams like the Falcons. I don't know what's going on, but they're going to have to step it up. They're going to definitely have to step it up. The Falcons, Kyle Pitts is really starting to disappoint me. I don't know what he's doing. 6'6", running around like an idiot. You better start catching the damn ball, bro. You better start catching the ball, Kyle Pitts, a.k.a. Kyle Dig Out Your Girl's Pitts. We got to do something about that, because other than that, like, bro, what are you doing? You get rid of Julio Jones, who's not really doing much with the Titans, but come on, Pitts. I know that Matty Ice sucks, but he's putting the ball in areas where your big frame should be able to catch it, and you're just not doing that. So at some point, we got to look at you too. The Seahawks and the Niners. The Seahawks weren't able to move the ball at all pretty much in the first half. They hung around and was able to escape with the victory. That's what happens with these division games. People run their mouth, and they're like, oh, yeah. What did they say? They said Russell Wilson has never lost 3 in a row or some kind of crap. I don't know what's going on. But all that doesn't really matter. The Niners, they brought in Trey Lance because, allegedly, you know what I'm saying, bro? This other idiot. What's this guy's name? I forgot. Dude, why do I always forget this guy's name? The QB that starts. Because I don't trust the guy. He dates porn stars. What is his name, dude? I can't. It's going to come back to me later on. I don't know what he's doing, man. But regardless of whatever, Trey Lance came out there, and they were able to figure some stuff out. And, they still lost the game. But I don't think Trey Lance played that bad. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he did. I know the guy's name starts with an M. I gotta try to remember his name now. But we'll figure that part out later. I don't know. I'm just drawing blanks with the guy's name. But you guys know who I'm talking about. The dude is garbage, and he continuously goes out there and just does whatever he wants. But I think that Trey Lance should continue to start for the Niners. I think he's more of a threat to be able to do some of the things that they want done. So we'll see how that works out a little bit later. We'll figure all that stuff as it goes on. The Cardinals and the Rams. Now, Kyler Murray, dude, I gotta tell you this right now, bro. They're gonna have to put some respect on that young man's name. The Rams look so bad, bro. The Rams really look bad. And I'm disappointed in Ramsey. I'm disappointed in Aaron Donald. I'm disappointed in Matthew Stafford. You go there, you beat Tom Brady, and then you just lay flat. Now, I'm not saying the Cardinals are a bad football team, because they're not. But you can't lose like this. Like, this is really outrageous, bro. What are you doing? Dude, I don't know what this is. Like, what? This entire game was just a straight beatdown from start to finish. Just a straight beatdown, bro. And I just really don't understand. Maybe the Cardinals are just that good, bro. Maybe they're just that good. Because I don't, like, every snap I watched, I'm like, yo, all right, cool. These dudes are just manhandling these idiots. I was very, very disappointed. I don't know what the Rams are doing, but all that Super Bowl talk, scratch it. Steelers and the Packers. Okay, Big Ben, bro, you're going to have to go ahead and retire mid-season. Just walk off at halftime, dude, and don't come back. This dude is running around and doing some of the weirdest things I've ever seen. Now, Juju Smith-Schuster, that guy sucks, but there's a lot of things happening where we look at Big Ben Roethlisberger and some of you guys are like, yo, Gmias, he don't really have any O-line blocking. Dude, he is standing back there and throwing Stevies. That's pretty much what he's doing. I don't know why he's doing it, but that's what he's doing. He's throwing Stevies. And we're going to have to figure out why he's doing it. But while we're trying to figure that out, we got to cut him. And that's the thing about it. We got to make sure that he understands you can't keep doing what you're doing. Why are you doing it? You know what I'm saying, guys? Like, you out there really doing this, bro. Like, this is real life. I don't know what he's doing, bro. But regardless of, you know, whatever he's trying to do, we have to figure out what's happening with him. And I don't know. You know, this is just how we're going to have to figure this out together. But I really do believe that he may just have to leave. And that's pretty much it. And then we'll go from there. Other than that, the Packers did what they were supposed to do and they won the game. Ravens and the Broncos. Ravens played pretty well. They absolutely handled what they were supposed to be able to do. And I do believe at this point that they will be able to successfully probably win that division, the Ravens. And they broke the record because John Harbaugh is so savage. They only needed like 4 or 5 yards to keep that consecutive rushing record. I don't know if you guys picked up on that, where he sent them out instead of kneeling and kept the record. And then he said, yeah, I chose to do that. I love John Harbaugh, bro. I want him to win a Super Bowl over there, man. I want another Super Bowl for that guy. I love that guy. That guy is so damn savage. And it's absolutely really, really good. All right, Jimmy Garoppolo's name just came back to me. I know you guys were raging like, yo, it's Jimmy Garoppolo, Gmias. But yeah, I just remembered it. That dude sucks. Buccaneers and Patriots came down to the foot of a kicker with the Patriots. 56-yard field goal, doing on the left side. Throughout the entire game, I thought Tom Brady was way too emotional. He did not play a good game. He sailed the ball. He did a lot of crazy stuff. Bill Belichick gave him a fake hug. It was hilarious, but the game was gritty, and it shows that Bill Belichick has a lot to do with Tom Brady's success because he can game plan for anyone. Because the Buccaneers should have realistically beat the hell out of the Patriots. Matt Jones made some rookie mistakes, but he's a rookie, and things like that are going to happen. But overall, Tom Brady, I think he got exactly what he wanted, and he defeated Bill Belichick. I want to thank you guys for watching. I'm going to see you guys next week. Until next time, one love, y'all.